I have the exact same feeling. And Tubit has the exact same feeling. And whistle is blown here by referee Noel Kilingin. And you know, lahat talaga tayo, no? I mean, the players, the coaches, the referees, pati po kami, we're all adjusting to the new style of play na yun nga, hindi lahat ng banggaan ay pinapansin ng ating officials.
And as long as you adjust, as long as the calls are fair, there is no problem. If it's tight or if it's loose, as long as pantay, walang problema yan. Because players can adjust. That's why they're paid professional.
I tell you, if there was a problem, Gareth David would not score 25 points.
And Powerade would not have scored 111, which is strange. Because when you look at Powerade's lineup, hindi mo iisipin na itong unang o ito ang team na may pinakamataas na output so far sa komperensyang to. That was the 111 they had against Rain and Shine.
Meantime, Tubit attacks off the glass. Ronald Tubit. So it's a 6-2 ball game in favor of Ginebra. Sa mga unang bahagi tayo ng opening quarter, Anthony dealing with De Ocampo. Here's Laure. That's his shot, and he connects.
So they talk about all the physicality that's being played right now in the PBA, all the physical plays. But if you have that outside shot, you have a way out. And Eddie Laure, although undersized, playing that power forward position, has that outside shot to open up things.
Miller. Somebody was caught in the no parking zone. Meantime, Lanete is up without the basketball. Okay, I stand corrected. Edward the Skyscraper Aquino is part of the Supreme Court kasama si Ronald Mauricio. Magkahawig kasi ito si Edward saka si Ronald.
And no relation to Marlu.
Wala. But he's the tallest referee that we have. Si Edward. Meantime, here's Yancy De Ocampo and Miller on the left side. Loses the ball. Loose ball picked up by Yancy. Here's Hatfield. Shot clock down to 3. Hatfield fires. No go. Ang takbuhan ng Powerade dito. Gary David against Helter Brand. Gary David bothered by Hatfield. And the foul is spotted by the referee Edward Aquino.
Gary David beats you in many ways. And that time around, he's one of those guys. He's a master of leaking out just enough to get a step, at least a step on his opponents. And that's why he gets all those easy baskets, or at least those opportunities for fast breaks.
We'll see the first appearance of Mark the Spark Kagiwa in the ball game. Bagong gupit din ito si Mark. New hairdo. Sometimes as a player, when you're trying to get out of a rut, kahit ano na eh, no? I mean, papalit ka ng medyas, papalit ka ng sapatos, papalit ka ng hairstyle, and just to change things and hopefully mabago din yung laro. Hatfield with the basketball. As we near the halfway mark of the opening quarter, Tubit off the mark. And Yancy goes in for the two-pointer.
Always nice to see Yancy De Ocampo use his side. You know, he's at minimum 6'7", but sometimes he loses that aggressiveness to use his height.
Anthony. Drop pass. Rob Reyes. No go. Laure keeps that ball alive. He goes up and he will take two. And Hatfield is livid. Siya baka paniwala na siya'y tinawagan ng foul because that's already second personal.
So here's that outside shot and the aggressiveness right there. Offensive rebound. Doesn't get a lot of offensive rebounds, but Yancy De Ocampo right there. He started today's game and he wants to show Coach Joey Chico that he does deserve the minutes. Yun, si Willie pumalit kay
Hatfield. Yun yung chinismis ni Magu eh.
Chismoso yan si Magu.
Oo.
Missed assignment right away. You can't allow Powerade, if you're Barangay Ginebra, you can't allow a small team like Powerade to get those offensive rebounds, especially out of free throws.
Balikan nga natin yung chismis ni Magu. Itong ang si Willie Wilson at si Rudy Hatfield ay nagkainitan sa ensayo. I mean, normal naman yan sa lahat ng team. Even at the high school and the college level. It is normal when you bring together 10, 12, 14 competitive personalities, it is bound to happen.
Kung yung mga players mo hindi nag-aaway pag nag-ensayo, matakot ka.
That's not a good sign.
That means that they might not be that into the practice. But then when they're on each other's throats, that's great. As long as it doesn't come to blows and pagkatapos, let bygones be bygones. Ano lang yan, part of the game.
As Helterbrand misses and rebound para kay Laure. Sinabi naman ni Wilson, the only reason na nangyari yun is because they just want to win. They were just very intense in practice because they want to win. Samantala, no look pass ni Laure, no success. And here's Kagiwa on the move. Over to Tubid. Tubid flies and misses. And here's Gary David. He cannot save the basketball and collides with one of the semi-air conditioning systems here inside the venue. 11-8. Score natin. Lamang ang Powerade. Back after this.
Tapos out of town pa, kahit saan mo dalhin yung Ginebra, talagang support nila, yung crowd nasa kanila talaga. Kaya ito, malaking test sa amin to against Ginebra sa game 2 namin to. Kaya kailangan yung game plan namin, yung effort namin, yung kumpiyansa namin, dagdagan pa namin para 2-0. Diba? Magandang start talaga yan.
Ano talaga si Gary David is very soft-spoken. Hindi siya masyadong vocal but he lets his game speak for itself. Opening game ng Powerade, 25 points on 11 of 16 shooting. May kasama pa yung 4 assists, 4 rebounds, at 2 steals.
I'm sure when Powerade built this team, they were probably thinking, who's that one guy that can lead us? We know that Gary David can score, but can he be the number 1 guy the entire conference? Gary David, like you said, in that game, really showed that he has the potential to be that marquee player all season long for his team.
5 minutes remaining dito sa opening quarter. Nasa Batangas po tayo. With Phoenix Fuel on tour. Ang PBA Saturday po natin. Mike Cortez now part of this ball game. And he almost loses that ball. Open shot. Ronald Tubid overshoots. Another rebound para kay Sean Anthony. He had 12 rebounds in that opening game for Powerade.
And Barangay Ginebra struggling for the 3-point line. 0 out of 3 so far. Ronald Tubid, 0 out of 2.
Well, shooting-wise, Ginebra had a miserable time shooting the ball laban sa Meralco. Meantime, a foul is spotted here by referee Noel Kilingen.
If they had a miserable time in that game where they shot 39%, ngayon, siguro inuubos na nila yung buhok nila dahil yan, 29% lang. Nahihirapan na naman sila sumot. But nice thing with a team like Barangay Ginebra, you know that you have a lot of players that can that have an opportunity or a chance to get hot. Right now, they almost have that entire first unit out. The only guy remaining is Ronald Tubid, and ito yung second unit, they also have that capability to score.
Coming off the bench para sa Ginebra, Mark Kagiwa pumasok kanina, Willie Wilson pumasok kanina, Mike Cortez, and now Eric Meng just joining this game. Rob Reyes sitting down in favor of veteran Dennis Espino. Paulo Mendoza also joining the fray for the Tigers along with Will Antonio. Something to note about the new way of officiating, parang lalo maintindihan ng ating fans. The philosophy is, if it's incidental contact, most likely let go yan. But if the contact will disrupt, what Commissioner said is the flow of the game, pihado, pipito ang referee. Maybe you can explain that for the benefit of the fans.
Well, as long as yung natural basketball movement ng offensive player, nagagawa niya pa naman, walang pito yon. Pero pag yung dinislodge mo na siya doon sa gusto niyang gawin at nag-iba na yung korte ng tira niya dahil sa ginawa mo, pipito na yung referee.
Lalo na pag nag-iba na yung korte ng mukha.
Yun, ibang-iba na. But I think the average fan, when they turn on the game in the first quarter, as long as yung foul nung first quarter ay pareho sa fourth quarter, they don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. And the players and the teams as well.
As well, of course.
Will Antonio. Credit Will Antonio for his longevity. Because nag-team manager na, but he's back. Minsan ganyan eh. It pays off when you stay in shape. And here's Paulo Mendoza over to Gary David. Gary David so shifty on the break. That's the thing about Gary David. And he's not just a lethal outside shooter. Pag pinakawalan mo siya on the fast break, he's a lethal finisher.
Para pag binitawan mo, nakatapak agad sa gas at hindi bumibitaw. Kita mo yung kanina. You know, he's already very near the basket. And that's the thing. He goes hard to the hoop. And guys that go hard to the hoop always get rewarded. Gary David right now already shooting his 3rd free throw. And it helps if you're a good free throw shooter like Gary David, although he missed that first one.
Si Willie Wilson ang tinawagan ng foul, his first personal. Second free throw para kay Gary David. At meron na siyang 5 points in this ballgame. JC Intal sumali na sa ating laro para sa Ginebra. Now he has the basketball against Mark Macapagal. And Intal goes to Wilson. Wilson fires and misses.
You know what Powerade is doing well is that they're forcing the guys to shoot from the outside. Guys like Rudy Hatfield, that time around Willie Wilson, if those guys are going to shoot from the outside, nawawalan na rin ng rebounder itong Barangay Ginebra.
Here's Espino. Cortez hits the deck.
Yun, nadulas pa naman. Pero ganda nung laban ni Espino at saka ni Eric Meng.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Now it's really their opportunity to show yung strength nila against each other.
If I'm not mistaken, Dennis Espino was quoted as saying, gusto ko nga nung ganito. And that is expected. Lalo na yung mga veterano na inabot pa yung mga how the game was played about 5 to 8 years ago.
We're talking about Dennis Espino right here. Classic matchup right there. Eric Meng trying to push him out of the paint, but Dennis Espino still knows how to score down below. And this time around, Willie Wilson moving without the basketball. That's another way to score when you're in the paint.
Nasa Batangas po ang PBA ngayong Sabado. At may chismis na naman ata. Si El Chicadero. Magu, anong balita?
Chicadero.
We go over at the Powerade camp. Coach Bob Perasol reminded the Tigers earlier that they cannot afford to just watch the Kings in this game. They need to establish their own tempo and sustain this on both ends to follow up on their breakthrough win against Rain or Shine. Perasol admits they are now a young team trying to build character as they work on trying to establish a winning culture. And while they believe they are ready physically, this game will be the gauge of where they are mentally. Migo?
Hindi pala chismis yun.
Seryoso yun.
Seryoso. Hindi ko siya matawag na El Chicadore. Hindi ko kaya.
Parang lumalabas yung spaghetti sa
Cortez goes up without the ball, and a foul is spotted here with 2:15 remaining in the opening quarter. Si Paulo Mendoza tatawagan ng foul his first.
No, they keep on talking about how the defense has become tougher because they're given more leeway. But if you're on the offensive side, hindi pwedeng hayaan mo yung depensa yung tumulak sa'yo. You also have to enforce your will on the defense.
Well, shot tuck inside. Bumalik na po sa kampo ng Ginebra as an assistant coach helping out Jong Wichico, which was the setup before.
A winning setup, that is.
Yep. Hindi na po bago yan. So nalalapit na tayo sa last 2 minutes of the opening period. It's Mendoza, Norman Gonzalez, RJ Rizada, Espino, and Macapagal. Power sa Powerade and a nice spin by Espino. But he misses. Here's Miller.
No, you can't allow Willie Miller to just bring down the basketball. No contest whatsoever. Did not make him, defensive Powerade did not make him move at all. You know that he likes that shot, just stepping into that three-point shot.
A minute and a half remaining in the first. At nasipa ang bola ng depensa ng Powerade. Sa bola, mananatili sa kampo ng Ginebra. But that battle between Espino and Meng, it is brutal. Here's Miller, top of the key. Shot clock down to 11. Two-man game here, but Espino breaks it up. And there's a foul here against Miller at the half-court line.